What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Just Zoogal back again with another Netflix 5-star challenge. Now, today's movie really took me by surprise because I thought going into this that the movie sounded so stupid, I really didn't even want to watch it at first. But in the end, I will say this movie perfectly personifies the 1980s, and it was just so ridiculous and over the top and cheesy that it is just pure 80s. I mean, even reading the plot summary, I thought there's no way that this movie isn't an 80s parody. And lo and behold, the movie was made in 1987. Now, the movie is Miami Connection, and the plot, for as bare bones as it was actually pretty entertaining when watching the movie, but let me give you a little summary. A martial arts rock band goes up against a band of motorcycle ninjas who have tightened their grip on Florida's narcotics trade. That's right, not only does this movie have martial arts rock bands, it has motorcycle ninjas. And as I said, the plot, when I first read it, I thought that just sounds stupid. I don't want to watch it. After seeing the movie, though, I don't know how I didn't think this movie would be awesome. I mean, it just is so ridiculous and over the top and cheesy. That's the biggest thing. This movie was cheesy as hell. Between the songs, the attitudes of the characters, it was just so ridiculous and awesome that it was hard to hate the story. So from a pure entertainment factor, I've got to give a thumbs up to the plot. Now the acting, and I use that term very loosely here, but the acting in this film, for as horrible as it had a lot of heart. And it seemed like this whole movie was a labor of love, and it almost felt like if you were to get a group of friends together and you had a camcorder and you wanted to make a movie, that's what it felt like. It had that enduring quality where it seemed like they were putting everything they had into this movie. And that really made it all the more fun for me, because just with the plot, the acting was just ridiculous and over the top, and for as horrible as it was at points, they were entertaining performances. I mean, they really rode that fine line of where you couldn't tell if they thought they were really acting and they believed they were giving good performances and they were just horrible, or if they were intentionally giving bad performances and overacting and just being so horrible in their performance. But in the end, the acting, again, I gotta give it a thumbs up. It was just so ridiculous and over the top, and there was just so much intensity with some of these performances that it was just hard to hate and not laugh at this movie. I mean, this movie was hysterical, and I really loved it. I mean, there were things that I didn't like about it so much, but overall, I really just loved this movie. I mean, it felt like the film version of a beat-em-up video game. If you were to take, Double Dragon, Streets of Rage, anything like that, this is what that movie felt like. It felt like just a beat-em-up where you just have waves of enemies. I mean, there were huge fight scenes, and the action in this movie was actually pretty decent. I mean, for as horrible as the actors were in their performance, which they were just laughably bad, they more than made up for it with the action. It was believable. I mean, the fight scenes were great. At points, it did get a little sloppy, but that's forgivable. And the last thing I want to talk about, the two songs that were in this film that the band Dragon Sound performed, that was the band in the movie, and they were just catchy as hell. The one was Friends Forever, and I believe the other one was Against the Ninja. You have to listen to those. I'll put a link in the description below to the two songs from the film. You just have to listen to them. They're just cheesy and entertaining as hell, and just pure 80s. As for a rating of this movie, I really didn't think it was possible. From entertainment alone, I mean, this movie didn't have a lot going for it from, acting ability or a great deep plot, but from entertainment alone, which is what I grade movies on, I have to give this film 5 stars. Netflix actually got it right. I enjoyed the hell out of this movie. It was fun to watch. I enjoyed every second of it, and it was entertaining. So there you have it. Miami Connection, our first 5-star film. That's it for this video. I will see you guys with the next 5-star challenge.